ambulance service. Is the patient breathing?
He's breathing, yes, but he's
Take it away.
Can you talk to me? He's on the table, he's not moving, and he's bleeding, I think he's been knocked out. He's been hit with a knuckle duster.
Is the attacker still nearby?
I don't know. Please, can you just get an ambulance as soon as possible?
We are arranging help, okay, don't worry.
With reports of a knuckle duster involved and a suspect at large, police are deployed as well as paramedics.
529, body one back to the report with assault in the pool.
Where is he bleeding seriously from?
His head, his eyes, he's bleeding all over. What are you worried? Can we get you up, please, please? Stop it breathing, stop it breathing.
I'll pick up the flats on your leg.
Listen carefully. I need to make sure we do chest compressions so we can help them before the ambulance gets there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2.
That's really good. Keep on at that rate.
Oh, ring. First floor.
A 49-year-old man has serious head injuries.
Victims are currently unconscious, but he's breathing. There's blood all over the flat and there's a female inside of. Trying to help you, fella, alright.
As responders battle to stabilise the patient,
I've just got him, yes. I don't know what's happened.
police focus on the woman who made the 999 call to the ambulance service.
Who is it that's...
John Hutty.
John Hutty?
Is anyone else in the address apart from you?
No, just me.
Olivia?
No, just a friend.
Are you aware of what's happened?
No, not aware at all.
How did you came round?
Because I always come round.
Just off chance you just came round?
Well, no, I've already been here and then I popped out and come back.
Back here. Who else has been here, do you know?
I don't know, I'm not too sure.
There's Hutty shops, but is that his full last name?
I don't know.
We're going to be gone.
Stop this patient. Fully unresponsive. Actively seizing.
It looks like he's probably got an injury to the back of his head because it looks like there's a bit of blood pouring around the back on the floor. Not like obvious at the moment that I've seen.
A sergeant has arrived to manage the active crime scene on the first floor of the tower block.
Just until I get upstairs and find out what's going on, just to stand by. I just don't want everyone up there contaminating the scene if we need to keep it sterile.
Officers need to establish if there's anyone else involved.
What we got?
There's male and female that are present in now. Female's said that she's been here earlier on, she's gone out for an hour, she's come back and she's found him doors unlocked and found him unconscious on the floor with looking like he's been hit over the head.
Right, would you be willing to provide a statement for us?
I don't know, I found him like that. I hadn't seen nothing, I don't know.
Can she give any indication who would have done this?
She's no idea. There's no mention of anybody else. So, in the end, I'm going to have to treat her as a suspect. So.
That was interesting, yeah.
Is he going to be alright or what?
At the minute, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Can you just keep us available?
Yeah.
For the time being, okay.
Right.
Just while we sort of establish exactly what's going on, alright?
But I don't know what's going on. Can I go yet, please?
It's not very concerned.
So you was here earlier on tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was you here?
Tom?
Yeah.
Because I was having a dream.
We've got it there.
I went out.
Went out. Out where?
It didn't matter where I went.
Doesn't matter where.
No.
Who is she to this person?
Just a friend.
I think let's bring her in. We need to find out who she is, and if nothing, we can treat her as a significant witness, can't we?
Hello.
Alright.
this moment in time, you're under arrest on suspicion of Section 18 assault.
I've
You're
not
not
done
have to say
nothing.
anything, didn't have any defence for not mentioning one question, something which you later rely in court.
Why am I getting arrested for this? I ain't done it.
The officers just told you you're at this scene where
Yes, I know,
being
but
seriously
I
injured.
found him like that and I rang the ambulance straight away. It's not me.
Just say it, Jamie.
Why would I do that?
We wait here.
No, I know, but I wouldn't hear either. I rang the ambulance, you know.
I know, but we need to be certain of that, don't we?
Yeah, but no, because I've not done something. That's what it is.
That's his?
Yeah, it is.
We're going to want that then, aren't we?
Yeah.
With the victim's wallet found on the woman, she's taken into custody.
Can we speak to one before I get off there?
We are excited.
Absolute takes the piss there.
Officers are now following the male to the hospital. We've got this one female for GBH. Can you make CSI aware of them? We've got the scene secure until they arrive.
The case has been escalated to the major crime team.
Morning, everyone.
Heading the investigation is Detective Chief Inspector Ben Robinson.
So, victim is Jonathan Hutty. Call comes in from our suspect, Lauren Roundhill. She's reporting that she's been out, come back to the flat and found Jonathan face down. It looks like he's been assaulted. Police turn up. She gives a strange account and is trying to get away, so she's arrested for assault. At this moment in time, our victim is still alive. And it's been described as an irreversible brain injury. And it's anticipated that he's not going to recover.
We're just making phone calls to the hospital now, so imminently we'll get an update on his condition.
In the background of the call to the ambulance, a male voice says he's been hit with a knuckle duster.
Has the hospital made comment on any other injuries? It's visible. I'm just thinking about the knuckle duster as a weapon.
No, but he's been photographed and you can see he's got a cut to his head here.
It sounds very much like we'll have a post-mortem to come.
There's an update come through, literally just come through. He died at 8:50 this morning. Family have just arrived. It's literally just happened.
Yeah.
8:50. 8:50.
Okay. So we've now got a murder investigation. We've just had the news, literally just at the back end of that meeting with the forensic team, that our victim's passed away now. Hi there, it's Ben Robinson from Humberside Police. I need to speak to a coroner's office to discuss a Home Office post-mortem. The investigation changes now. It was an investigation into assault. It's now a murder investigation. Cheers, bye. I can't imagine how it feels to the family. I'm more determined than ever to get the evidence to convict those that have done this.
Detective Constables Simon Holmes and Shelley Fuller are en route to interview the suspect.
We are going to interview Lauren Roundhill at Clough Road Police Station. When she's been booked into custody at Clough Road, she stated that at this stage she doesn't want a solicitor. She may realise the gravity of this and decide that she does want a solicitor. But our strategy really is to get there as soon as possible to get into interview and see what she wants to tell us.
Let's go around here, just going to go through your rights and entitlements again. This officer down here. Do you like a solicitor?
No, thank you.
Any particular reason why you don't want a solicitor?
Because I'm innocent.
This way, Lauren.
Thank you very much.
This side, Lauren, for you, if that's all right.
So to summarise, we're investigating the murder of Mr. John Hutty. At that time, you're under arrest for an offence of assault, serious assault, Section 18 wounded against John Hutty.
Yeah.
Recently, John has passed away, so hence it's now a murder inquiry. Tell me everything you can about what's
Well, I was with Hutty. I was with Hutty and right, was at Hutty's and was having a drink and smoking crack. And then
his girlfriend and Smalley come right after they'd been to the pub.
Okay. So quite a lot there, so I probably need to go back. How do you know this lad Smalley? And how long have you known him?
I've only ever known of him, Ian Smalley, like from Branzo, like he's a well-known kid, isn't he?
Right, okay. Ian Smalley and girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't even know her first name, it's the first time I've met her.
Right, so you was with Hutty at Hutty's,
Yeah.
having red wine and crack. Then you said his girlfriend and Smalley
And Gav.
and Gav came after the pub.
Yeah.
Gav Leaning we're talking about, aren't we?
Smalley and Gav went because they was going to score, so that left me, John, and girlfriend in the flat. It was taking ages, so me and girlfriend went to go find them. That's just leaving Hutty in the flat on his own.
Did John have any injuries at that point?
No.
Tell me what he was doing when you left.
It's on the city.
Right.
I can tell you, the music on. I've gone to the lift, and the lift was on the high floors, both of them. So I said, oh, we're going to have to walk up the stairs. You know, so I've walked up the stairs. I've gone into Gab's, nobody was in Gab's, but as I was coming out of Gab's ran past me and said, I've hit, oh, he's been knocked out, he's been knocked out.
You best go downstairs, I've hit Hutty.
I've hit, oh, he's been knocked out, he's been knocked out. Right, so I've ran down the stairs. So when I've walked in, there's Hutty laid on the floor, face down, and Smalley was still in the flat.
Okay, so this bit's important.
I've ran in, and Hutty was laid face down on the floor. I could see his face was just covered in blood. Ian Smalley was stood over him, sat on the three-seater.
Sorry, who was stood over him?
Ian Smalley.
Ian Smalley was stood over him and was
just sat on the sofa waiting out what happened. I think it's disgusting.
Tell me what Ian Smalley said.
Oh, he's nicked my bank card.
He's nicked my bank card?
Yeah.
Describe his behaviour and...
I don't know, it still come across as being aggressive.
Aggressive? Right, okay. Did he say anything?
Don't ring an ambulance, that's what he said.
Don't ring an ambulance?
Yeah.
Did he say
It'll
that?
be alright.
To you?
Yeah. Once I am, I rang an ambulance and then eventually.
Did you see anybody assault John while you were there?
No.
No?
I want to let that happen.
Okay. Did anybody else say who'd assaulted John? Did anybody say what happened?
No.
Did you ask?
No, I was panicking so much.
At any point in the flat, did you see any of these people with a knuckle duster?
No.
Do you know if any of them ever carry a knuckle duster?
No.
Have you ever seen any of them with a knuckle duster before?
Like I say, I'm not that thingy with them. I'm not involved with them. I'm not usually involved in any of this kind of stuff. I mean, it's 26 about getting arrested, and now I'm involved in this.
So you was not in the flat when Hutty was assaulted,
No.
100%?
100%.
After you found him with the injuries, did you leave him at any point?
No, I didn't leave him not once.
Okay.
I stayed on the phone to an ambulance.
Alright. And we appreciate that. You've done the right thing.
I'm the one who helped him.
Yeah.
God, I'm upset. I've lost a friend and all.
Yeah.
And now getting accused of his murder. It's disgusting.
I can see you're upset.
Yeah, I'm upset because I feel like you're actually accusing me.
We're not, Lauren. We're not accusing you at all.
Our job, Lauren, to
Yeah, but I
be
want you
totally
to get
impartial.
justice. I want
Totally
you to get
impartial.
justice for what he doesn't deserve this. Nobody deserves it. It's disgusting.
As soon as we've told our bosses what you've said, then they'll make a decision and we'll come back and tell you as soon as we know anything more. Alright.
Alright. Before we stop the recording, Lauren, is there anything else you want to tell us?
No, I've told you the full truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
The detectives feed back Lauren Roundell's account, naming 3 alternative suspects.
Hello, Ben Robinson speaking.
We have just interviewed Lauren for the last hour and a quarter and she spoke at length without a solicitor boss.
Okay.
She said she was with Hutty the day it happened. Some people, she says, Ian Smalley, Gavin Leaning, and his girlfriend, whose name she does not know, come back to Hutty's flat after the pub. She said Smalley, Gav went to score. Her and girlfriend left to go look for the others, leaving Hutty on his own in the flat. She walks up the stairs to Gav's flat on the 12th floor. As she comes out of Gav's flat, Gav runs past her towards his flat, saying, "You best go downstairs, I've hit Hutty, he's been knocked out." She runs downstairs. She then sees Hutty laid face down on the floor in the living room. Hutty is unconscious, not moving, and his face was covered in blood. Ian Smalley stood over Hutty and is sat on the sofa like nothing's happened. Smalley said, "He's nicked my bank card." She then says, as soon as she puts the ambulance on speakerphone and Smalley leave, she says, "I did not see any assault at all. I wouldn't have let this happen. I can't tell you who assaulted him because I didn't see it," and that's it.
Brilliant. In my humble opinion, she's given us a full account.
We just need to do some work.
To confirm or deny that.
Right, okay.
Cheers for the update.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
So we've now got Ian Smalley, Gavin Leaning in the flat.
In the address. One of them is potentially then the one in the background of the 999 call.
So that'll be some actions to go and speak to them.
No second interview then,
No.
and we'll bail her.
Lauren, you're getting bailed now. Do you want to grab your stuff?
Having provided 3 names for detectives to investigate
This way.
and a possible motive regarding a bank card, Lauren is released on bail.
Lauren is adamant that she wasn't there when he was assaulted, but is she telling us the truth?
Thank you so
This
much.
way, Lauren.
It would be a bit naive just to take her word for the fact that she wasn't there at the time of the assault. We need to be absolutely sure of that.
So you've been bailed. We need to check what you're telling us is the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cynic would say that at the material time, why is she saying she was somewhere else? So we're going to need to try and bottom that as best we can.
Take care. Cheers.
Detective Chief Inspector Ben Robinson and Detective Inspector Sarah Petro are focusing on the suspect reported to have been stood over Jonathan Hutty after being attacked.
Oi. Hey, mate, you alright? You're right by the back, police.
53-year-old Ian Smalley was arrested 18 hours after the assault for an unrelated incident.
Who you out behind the back doing now?
So this is the incident that was reported and that he was arrested at this address.
What have you arrested for?
Been called to this address as a disturbance. You're passed out on the floor, she's crying, something with handcuffs, so I don't know what's going on.
He seems like very intoxicated, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. You can see how aggressive he is in it.
No, your father.
Go down.
No.
No, I need to know anything.
I had keys in my back pocket.
Back pocket, yeah.
What was
Was
that?
that the knuckle duster?
Just found a cluster.
Could be the murder weapon because there's been some mention on the 999 call of he's been hit with a knuckle duster.
I can't see any traces of blood or anything like that.
The knuckle duster will need to get sent off for forensic testing to see if there's any DNA, blood on it.
Yeah.
You're under arrest for assault, criminal damage, possession of offensive weapon, all right?
Me?
Yeah.
Ian Smalley has a total of 32 convictions for 96 offences.
I don't want to go back to prison.
3-1, was it yourself that dealt with
They include theft, assault, drugs, and a few offensive weapon convictions as well.
You gonna be all right now, Carl? Yeah, come on then.
It's assault, violence offences, so it shows who that person is, really.
Unusually, Ian Smalley is not the only suspect already detained for other offences.
So this is Leaning being booked into custody.
Since the assault, detectives have learned 51-year-old Gavin Leaning has also been detained.
Surname?
At this time, Gavin Leaning's in custody for burglary offences which are not connected with the investigation that we have ongoing.
Circumstances of arrest.
That is planned into an area at still staff belonging to some contractors.
Gavin Leaning has a total of 26 previous convictions for a total of 57 offences, and they include theft offences, assault, and one for drugs.
When was the last time you had to drink or something?
In jail, been in jail.
Alright, cool.
See his hand? Look at it compared to...
Yeah.
That is really swollen.
Do you have any injuries? Right.
If he's just been involved in an assault, that's pretty damning.
Yeah, and for it to look that swollen, it looks like it would be a significant punch with it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Having broken their licence conditions, both Gavin Leaning and Ian Smalley have been recalled to prison.
Two of the prime suspects at this moment in time are actually in prison for other offences, so that means the consideration of the threat they pose to the public isn't there for me at that moment in time.
A third male suspect has also been arrested and questioned.
Tell me what you know about Jonathan Hutton.
No comment.
Have you met him before?
No comment.
Is it a friend of yours?
No comment.
Is it a friend of a friend?
No comment.
Has no previous convictions. He has been found not guilty of a serious assault previously.
Has there been some kind of argument?
No comment.
Has he been hit with something?
No comment.
Doesn't mean someone's not offended in the past. That can potentially mean either we've been unsuccessful in our investigations or people haven't come forward.
So this is Ian Smalley. What can you tell me about him?
No comment.
And the other chap is Gavin Leaning. What can you tell me about him?
No comment. I just want to go home. Yeah.
With no new information provided by the third suspect, he's been bailed pending further inquiries.
So what my strategy is for this investigation is now building up all that evidence against the individuals. When we are over the threshold for charge, we will arrest those people, bring them back into custody, put the wealth of evidence to them, and then hopefully look for a charging decision against them.
To build a case against the three suspects, detectives must link them to the crime scene.
We're going to the scene of where the incident took place now. We're going to review what the blood looks like, see if we need to get a scientist down to interpret. The way the blood's maybe distributed in the scene can tell you about something that's happened and why the victims died. Are we putting suits on? Or?
We'll put them on inside.
Okay.
Just looking to see whether there's any forensic opportunities that we can get from here that can put the suspects in the flat, and whether there's anything there that we can potentially bring any specialists in to assist us in the investigation. That looks bloody to me.
Yeah.
That could be footwear marks. So it looks like whatever's happened has probably happened in the lounge, and then they've trailed blood out, potentially on the shoes.
There's like flicks there.
Yeah.
It's cast off there
There's
as well,
cast off here, there's tails. Does that mean he's maybe been in one position assaulted and then he's moved? We're probably better off getting a biologist to comment on that. We'll photograph it as best as we can now, and then after the post-mortem we might have an idea if there's a recommendation he might have been hit with something or weapons been used.
So the suggestion is the knuckle duster.
Right. Let's get out of the way so we can take some pictures.
The left-hand side is a small patch of blood with what it looks like a little bit of cast off from. Then in the middle of the room is the main one with cast off coming across there. And then down the chair, there's some blood, and then there's some pooling blood on the floor as well. There's a lot of information contained within that front room of the flat. We need to now get a specialist to tell us what it means.
The team must also look for other sources of evidence that can support the investigation.
When this lift door opens, there's a camera in the far right corner.
Literally, if someone comes out of the lift,
straight into here.
just straight in there.
There's some key footage that's going to come from that camera.
Hopefully, we've struck lucky and we will see them or somebody getting out and going there.
As well as securing CCTV footage,
Padstow Close, I'm presuming that's here.
detectives conduct door-to-door inquiries to explore potential leads.
So are you aware of the incident that happened at Padstow House?
I'm aware there was an incident, but I don't know any details. I've heard that somebody was either seriously injured or killed.
Okay, has anybody spoken to you directly from the flats at all that would know? No. Okay.
I mean, I know, I've worked here 30 years, the flats has always been a place where there's been a certain element of drug dealing. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the people that we have spoken to, they've been lovely, but they don't know anything about the incident. One of the chaps I spoke to said he'd heard a female screaming on the night, but he presumed that was when the police came and arrested her. So nothing to do with the actual incident, unfortunately. I don't think you can be disheartened by that. There could be people that can tell us an awful lot.
Right, we'll just get suited all.
Forensic work is continuing at the crime scene.
Marks have been photographed by the CSI. What we'll attempt to do with the chemical treatment is to get more definition. Just be careful on the stepping plates.
They're tasked with identifying and enhancing footprints that could be linked to the suspects.
Basically, we've got this area here, and then on the way out, it looks, potentially like a heel or a circular pattern. Well, hopefully we can enhance that. The acid chemistry clearly defines the structure and the pattern of the very, very fine particles of blood which have been potentially on a suspect's shoe. Sometimes, in an area you think there isn't a mark there, you suddenly get a mark. Oh yeah, there you go. So that's good enhancement. In fact, there's even a little bit in there as well. Oh, look at that. It's the whole foot. There's clearly at least 3 types of footwear mark. The block patterns could be medical boots, but certainly a possible trainer. It'll be a footwear expert who'll be able to identify those.
With the crime scene work continuing, the team assess progress on the investigation's witnesses.
So we'll have this sort of catch-up briefing where we are, any developments that have taken place. If I go across to you, Steph.
Lauren Roundhill, as you know, was interviewed by Simon and Shelley. She gave a full account. A barmaid at the pub, she's confirmed that Gav, girlfriend, were in the pub and they came in around 10:45 to 11 o'clock. So that corroborates what Lauren Roundhill is saying, that a group of them did go to the pub.
Excellent. We're bringing together the sort of timeline in relation to those and nailing them down to positions, aren't we now? So that's good.
In her custody interview, Lauren Roundhill stated Ian Smalley's missing bank card could be a motive for the assault.
Eleanor and Emma have been doing a real good job with the house-to-house.
Yeah, so we've done all of the flats. The general thing is that a lot of people in there are saying we keep ourselves to ourselves. They have heard rumours about things that have been going on. Apparently, Gav leaning, he told Smalley that it was John that had pinched the bank card. 3 went in and attacked him with knuckle dusters.
I've been in touch with HMP Lincoln today, where Smalley is. I've got a definitive list from what property they've got in safe storage for him. And it does include a mobile phone.
That's really, really good. Just while we're on the subject of prisons, this morning I got an email leaning. He's coming out in 17 days' time.
Ideally, we don't want him walking out of prison, do we?
No, we don't, because then we lose complete control of him and the threats he may pose.
Yeah.
Because no doubt he'll go around and speak to people. Have that date as a point to bring them in to try and nail down undeniable evidence, i.e. CCTV, showing them going in and around the flat, and then hopefully the forensics.
Yeah. The other significant event yesterday was obviously the post-mortem of Mr. Hutty, which Sarah went to.
In relation to the injuries, he had bilateral black eyes. His nose was broken on arrival at the hospital. The lower left lung was collapsed on admission. The MRI showed lots of small bleeds, and there was severe brain injury, most likely due to an assault. He said that those small bleeds would be consistent with an excessive force, probably from the foot. So nothing really that we was not expecting.
Yeah. So we've just had the update from the post-mortem. The injuries that the victim has received have resulted in a catastrophic brain injury, which has then caused him to die. No comment was made on if the injuries were consistent with a knuckle duster. Kicks and punches were mentioned. His brain will have to be sent away, so a specialist in that area can then provide that finding. Hopefully, that's not going to delay a charging decision, because that just means it's longer for the family.
With an expected delay on more medical evidence and crime scene forensics yet to be confirmed. So far, only Lauren Roundell's account places the suspects at the crime scene. The team must now focus on possible digital evidence.
My role is an exhibits and disclosure officer. When any investigation happens, we retrieve the exhibits to build up the case.
Ian Smalley's phone was seized when he was recalled to prison.
The suspect's telephones needs to be sent off for DFU, which is a digital examination of the phone. So this is a key piece of evidence. This will be sent to DFU, and what we will hopefully get back from that is any admissions, telephone conversations and text messages, and anything that could link these people towards the crime.
At the Digital Media Unit,
Get in.
investigators are trawling through hours of CCTV from the block of flats where the attack took place.
I've only gone back to about 10 to 8.
Is the time right?
No, it sounds okay.
Adding to the challenge, the CCTV timing appears inaccurate.
It's a work in progress.
So he's Ian Smalley. And the guy with the grey hair is Gavin Leaning. Ian Smalley, he's really wound up about something.
Yeah.
We don't know what floor it is, because it's definitely not Hutty's floor, because that's not his flat.
No. When Smalley's going like that outside,
I know.
he's clearly doing a kicking motion.
And when he comes into the lifts, he's sort of giving it like a bit of like head like movement, like he's been doing something.
Could this footage show the three suspects immediately after the attack?
This is the first bit I've seen. This is just as far as you've got, isn't it?
We have got all the cameras, I just haven't processed them properly yet.
Thank you for showing that.
Examination of the crucial footage will continue.
Progress has jumped. There is a piece of CCTV. Ian Smalley's doing a kicking motion as part of that. Our pathologist has said our victim has been kicked during this assault, so that's really good evidence. We can see Ian Smalley and Gavin Leaning moving around at the same time. So it starts to go towards corroborating the account that's been given to us by Lauren Roundhill. With every day, I think we're getting closer. We've still got a journey to go. We've still got lines of inquiry to get more and more evidence against these people.
Right, back to DFU with it.
The aim is to get the justice for Jonathan, and we'll continue to do that over the weeks.
I don't want to give you information to get you excited, but the caretaker has seen a bank card in a drain. I asked him.
Oh, yes.
I said, get CSI down there and we'll recover it properly.
Ian Smalley's bank card has been found right outside the flats where the assault took place.
From what we're being told by Lauren Roundhill, the motive is that Ian Smalley's bank card was stolen and that he then puts the blame onto our victim, Jonathan. We found out he reported his bank card stolen, and we found his bank card near to the scene where this has happened. It all lines up, doesn't it? Today's a good day.
Yeah.
Lovely.
As the card is sent off for forensics to examine further, DCI Ben Robinson is heading to meet Jonathan Hutty's next of kin.
We're off to meet the victim's family. One of the main reasons for me going is to offer my condolences and to explain how the investigation will progress from now onwards. And we had that full focus that this isn't just a job, this isn't just a name. This was a human being who was loved by his family.
We knew Jonathan had a drug habit, started early on in life, but he was always in denial. We were always there for support if he needed it, but he would never admit to his lifestyle. When we used to go visit Jonathan, if he had friends in his flat, they vacated. It was just a sad affair. Everybody's involved in this mad world of drugs, and I think when you're in that lifestyle, people feed off each other for their habits. The sad thing is, I mean, we've lost Jonathan over something that was trivial. As far as we know, it was over a bank card. It's an end of a life and a lovely person. But I also, at the same time, feel for the families of the people that have been accused. It affects everyone.
One of the suspects, Gavin Leaning, lives in the same tower block as the victim, Jonathan Hutty.
We're taking a search team to Gavin Leaning's home address, Padstow House. So we know that we've recovered trainers and joggers similar to what's in the CCTV, but the T-shirt's still outstanding.
As well as further clothes, they're also looking for other potential weapons.
We recovered the knuckle duster from Ian Smalley, and forensically it's been examined and it's a neutral finding, which basically means they've not found anything to link it to the assault. It might be that it's not the knuckle duster, so best outcome from today for the investigation would be to find a knuckle duster with blood on it in that address.
Conducting the inspection is the specialist search team, Operation Kinetic.
We're going in at 5 to 10. Where do you start?
Start by working the curtains off so we can see what we
It kind of matches what we know about the fact that they live a chaotic lifestyle. We've had people kind of squatting, homeless people here, so I think it's going to take some time.
You don't want any like drug paraphernalia or anything, do you?
No. The irony of a murder investigation with children's lullabies in the background. When you have drug users, their days are never really the same. They associate with people who live that same sort of lifestyle. It is an addiction, and sadly, it quite often ends up with somebody losing their life.
Close to finishing one room.
Yeah. So the markings on the wall are quite interesting because that ties in with a lot of the names that we've got during the investigations. We've obviously got Gav Leaning, Lauren Roundhill, and shows they were associating with each other, which ties in with the information we know so far.
It's made a little easier knowing that you can quickly feel the weight of an item and know that the knuckle duster's not in there. And likewise with the clothing, it's quite distinctive. This is all dark patterned, or we're looking for something that's white-ish. Are you happy with how we're doing it?
Yeah.
If you're happy, I'll keep you posted.
Thank you. I think we have to be realistic about what we expected to come from the search. We don't know the true story behind the knuckle duster. We don't know if the one recovered from Smalley was the knuckle duster that was used and it's just been cleaned. The fact that we didn't find the knuckle dusters, it doesn't take us further, but it doesn't set us back.
Sarah King.
Hi Sarah, it's Ben Robinson.
DCI Ben Robinson is getting an update on the blood pattern specialist's findings from his crime scene manager.
Basically, what she said, the leather armchair, the left arm of that chair is heavily coated in blood. And the blood on the floor, it's got movement in it and then there's a void in it.
Right.
So he's maybe been slumped in the chair and he's put his hand down into that wet blood, which has made that void in the middle.
Okay.
And then he's come to maybe move himself down to the beanbag before he's come to be where he is on the floor.
So maybe there's been like a first blow that's caused him to bleed and he sat down in the chair.
Yeah, potentially. With a patch of blood in front of the chair, he's probably been laid down on his front with his right side of his face down, and that blood's come from the injuries sustained on the right side of his face.
Okay.
The job's been made somewhat harder by the fact that so many people have been in while the blood's been wet. The blood near the skirting board, it's very multi-directional, so she can't really say what that tells us. The long cast-off blood that goes under the table, the only explanation she can come up with is that the paramedics have caused all of that in the course of medical treatment activity transfer.
There's a bit of me that's a bit disappointed, but we know there's quite a lot of blood in the scene, so we've just got to hope now that some of that has made its way onto the suspect's clothing.
Detectives have seized items from both Gavin Leaning and Ian Smalley when they were remanded for other offences, and taken the third suspect's clothing when he was interviewed.
This is the clothing from Leaning that we've retrieved.
Adele Robbins Glenton is collating the evidence to be forensically tested.
These are jogging bottoms. As you can see, these have got markings on them, but we need to establish, have they got the victim's blood or any of the victim's bodily fluids on it? These are the shoes that belong to him. It's good when you've got a print like that, because if we've got footprints within the scene, then they would take pictures of those and cross-match them with the shoe that you have. These are Smalley's shoes, and these will be sent off to be tested to see if there's any splatters of blood from the victim. So that's to establish if he was actually wearing these shoes at the time of the incident. And as you can see on here, we actually do have markings. But what we have to establish is it bodily fluids, is it blood? And that's what we need to be sending it off for. So this is from, it's a blue t-shirt and the grey tracksuit bottoms. Unfortunately, on these ones, you can't visually see any blood at the moment, so that's why they have to have an in-depth testing done. These are the victim's items that I'm going to be sending off today. We've got his trousers that he had on. We've got his shoes. And these are really key because we can already determine the fact that he's got blood on there. Is it his, or is it that he was fighting back and that he's then been able to get the DNA or blood from one of the suspects? We've brought every single item of clothing that he had on or was near the actual area as to where he was attacked. If we can find any of the suspect's DNA on there, what's it doing on there and why? This is how we're then to determine that those people are there. And it isn't just about the CCTV. It isn't just about people having an interview or witnesses coming forward. This is to establish exactly that they were there. There's no disproving that. It's evidence.
With the detectives dispatching the shoes and clothes for forensic testing, the focus turns to digital evidence, and there's been progress on Ian Smalley's phone.
We're looking at specific dates around the time of the incident. There are some messages of interest. He pinched my bank card, took £500 out, he deserved it, so fucking mate, no one does that to me. There's another one that says, I'm in shit, found out who pinched my bank card, ring me please, need to talk to you. Then there's another one that said, he ain't dead, you idiot, I just smashed him, ha. There's also other messages that indicate, why are you blanking me, I need you, I've killed someone. It's key evidence because it's so relevant to the offence, saying that he's killed somebody. So yeah, it's really important to our investigation, these messages.
The phone data provides another level of support. Why would you say I've killed someone if you're not responsible for that? Especially when we've got other witnesses which will put him stood over our victim, Jonathan. I feel a lot more comfortable about the case that we're building. The next CCTV results will be crucial because they can provide us with so much evidence and so much for the suspects to have to account for. There's a lot of layers to it now. A lot of questions that these people have got to answer.
Detectives have now completed their assembly of the CCTV timeline, allowing them to accurately track the victim and suspect's movements.
Cheers, Paul.
Hello.
I think you've got something for me.
Yes, I've trawled through the cameras looking for the victim and see which is the last time we can actually see him. alive and well. So I've got here 2245. He's walking down the stairs from the first floor to the ground floor. Camera 16 shows him leaving the front entrance.
Okay.
There goes 2248, comes back in through the front entrance. No signs of any injuries, there's no sign of any blood on the clothes, footwear, anything like that. And after this sighting at 2248, that's the last time we see him.
That's the last time, I suppose, anyone outside of the group that we know are connected to this will see him alive. For the investigation is really important because it can rule out anything that the suspects may say that there were nothing to do with it. He was already injured. We can put a time on when he wasn't. Lauren Roundhill, she's saying he had no injuries when she left him as well, and that matches up, which all helps build the picture.
The CCTV timeline has also prompted DI Sarah Petro to form a new theory.
Oh, that's Simon here for me. You know when they was in the lift with the bottle and they were doing the kick in? Yeah. That we thought that was after the incident. I think that conversation in the lift is before the incident. I think they're like egging each other on.
So this is 2:05 on the system time. Real time it is 2:16:26. The actual time and the camera time, they're not always the same.
So I wonder if this was them discussing
preamble,
what they're going to do. Because he's obviously like getting himself psyched.
Yeah.
Lauren's account is that she's gone to go find where they are.
And we have a round coming down from Hutties.
They're trying to call the lift, but we know that it's in use by these three. And then it looks like they then take the stairs. The hypothesis with this is they're then on their way to Gavleen's flat, whilst Gavleen and Ian Smalley are making their way down to Hutties' flat. So it's just 2 minutes until we see Gavin leaning goes back up to his flat. Jonathan Hutties' flat is just opposite. He just looks like he's quite sombre at that moment, like his arms are folded, his body language is quite closed, which would tie in if that assault has just taken place.
So obviously he gets off, and if we believe Lauren Roundhill, that's when he says to her, but he's just been knocked out. And then what's quite interesting here is that the lift just stays on the first floor, so obviously outside Hutties. But when it closes, you can see kind of movement if anybody comes in or out in this little window. So you see there's like a bit of movement went past there, which could tie with Roundhill going. Yeah.
Roundhill's told us that she's gone into the address and she's found Smalley and still present.
And then they leave. Then you get to go past them.
Yeah.
And then we see Smalley and then on the stairwell.
And then their movements shown on the CCTV time or what she said.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Because if it is during that time, like the time frame for it to happen it's something like a minute and a half, which would suggest it's quite like a frenzied attack, just go in, do it, and then the ambulance being called. I feel better that I've got the timeline right in my mind.
Especially around the CCTV footage of them having the discussion in the lift, which I now believe to be them planning the attack.
If detectives can prove the assault was premeditated, it strengthens the case against the suspects.
We've got 3 people in a lift who appear to be agitated. Some of the activity in the lift could well be that they're almost rehearsing what they're going to do to our victim when they get into the flat. That puts a different spin on things. All 3 of them could be looking at a charge for murder because they all knew when they were going down into the flat that there was going to be a violent assault committed.
The Digital Forensics Unit have concluded their examination of Lauren Roundhill's seized phone.
Was there anything on her phone?
No, hers ends, obviously, as she gets arrested.
Okay. There's nothing sort of that would suggest any planning?
No.
So her full account is supported by the phone, data, CCTV.
Yeah.
And then, I know you can't cast any aspersions to someone's right to have a solicitor or not, but the very fact you're arrested for murder and you choose not to have a solicitor, I think she, 100%, uncomfortable now. She's going to become a witness.
With Lauren Roundell now formally eliminated from inquiries, will her next interview boost the case against the 3 suspects? Lauren Roundell has returned to provide her account in more detail.
So Lauren have previously provided an account as a suspect and now you're here voluntarily of your own free will to speak to us as a witness.
Yes.
So in relation to Hutty, how do you know him?
I know him through drugs.
Okay.
One of my ex-partners, he introduced me to him. This was about a year ago. And we've just become good friends.
Yeah.
Like, I took to it, I could get along with him. It was really easy to get along with him. He was one of the most loveliest people ever. During the day, it was all at Gav's.
All being?
Being me, Hutty, Gav, Smalley. It's the first time I've ever spent time with Smalley this. I've seen him in the street and I've known of him, but I've never spent time with him. And he was all about his bank card and all his money got took. He was like, Hutty, you must know, bro, come on, bro, you must know, you must know who's done it. Do you know, because Hutty, he keeps himself to himself.
What was Hutty's response to this conversation?
He's like, I don't know, mate, honestly. Gav has took Smalley outside of Gav's flat, said Hutty's pinched the bank card.
Who's Gav to you?
Gav, nothing to me, I just know Gav through drugs.
Okay, so during the day you were at Gav's, and then at night time?
Me, Hutty and went down to Hutty's.
Yeah.
We was smoking crack, obviously, and we had a bottle of wine as well. Mainly me, it was me drinking the wine. The atmosphere was brilliant when it was just us three. We was all having a good heart to heart. Because I've always had heart to hearts with Hutty. I've always looked at him. I just want to look after him because he struggles with his mental health. And then when them lot got back from the pub, the atmosphere just completely changed again. Hutty went real quiet and within himself. Gav and Smalley, they went up to Gav's flat for some vodka or something like that. Me and my girlfriend went to go find him.
So you left
Hutty
and he was still there?
He was still there on his own.
You've gone up the stairs?
I wish I did stay with him because I would not have allowed anything like that to happen, you know. When I was going to get in the lift to go up into the thing, the lift was already up on the 12th floor. So I can't bother to wait, so I've gone walking up the stairs. So they must have been getting in the lift from Gav's flat, from the 12th floor, and gone down in the lift, done that with Hutty. So it's all happened within that, me walking up the stairs. When I've got onto the 12th floor to Gav's house, they weren't there. And I've come back out and Gav's ran past me. I've knocked something out, get downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck? And I've ran. As I've ran in, there's Hutty laid on the floor, face down, full of blood. Smalley stood over him and sat on the sofa. And I'm like, what the fuck, what's happened? And don't ring an ambulance, he'll be alright. And I said, what? I said, I'm ringing an ambulance.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
He's breathing, yes, but he's
away.
Someone's out like, no, never.
Right, tell me exactly what's happened.
I don't know what's happened, I've just literally got here. Can we get you up, please, please?
His breathing was really, really bad.
Stop breathing.
I started doing the chest compressions, which the ambulance has told me to.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
That's really good. Keep going at that rate. This is still looking
And kept repeating that until the services got here.
Lauren Roundell's testimony just now is absolutely consistent with the first time she was interviewed under caution as a suspect. In terms of making a credible witness, that's really encouraging.
Explain to me what your thoughts are about going to court.
Well, be honest with you, I'm very, very nervous. People will see it as a grass, whereas I see it as justice. I want justice for Hutty. He does not deserve it. Nobody deserves anything like that to happen to him.
Yeah.
For someone who lives within where this offence has taken place, has socialised with the victim, some of our witnesses, the suspects, to step outside of that and say, I want justice for my friend who has been murdered, is incredibly brave, knowing what the suspects have done to that individual.
Yeah, like even having panic attacks and stuff, like say waking up in the middle of the night and having a panic attack and stuff, like it's scary. I see what his face before I go to sleep every single night. And it's not nice, it's not a very nice feeling at all, like, and having to give him chest compressions, and I tried my best to save him and I feel bad that I couldn't.
With the event having such a profound impact on Lauren Roundell, the team initiate a welfare programme.
He's obviously clearly a good friend and she's traumatised by it. See where we go, see if we can get her that support, because if she's having flashbacks, well, we don't want that to, you know, force her to go back in to try and deal with that. As soon as that comes through, we'll get that done. All right.
We've now secured her evidence on a visually recorded interview, so that's a real bonus for the investigation, because we managed to secure that prior to any of the suspects getting released from custody, with the fear that they might have interfered with her.
With evidence mounting, DCI Ben Robinson briefs his boss, Detective Superintendent Alan Curtis.
So in relation to the suspects, whereabouts are they at the minute?
So Ian Smalley is in prison.
Yep.
Gavin Leaning is leaving prison soon, and the other suspect is on bail. So against Smalley, we've got text messages from his phone that says, I've killed someone. We've got Lauren Roundell putting him stood over with the victim on the floor, bleeding.
And then we've corroborated movements off CCTV in any case, so really the forensics is going to be the icing on the cake on that.
For him.
For him, whether that comes back or not.
So the two where it becomes more important, the forensics, is Leaning and the other suspect. According to Lauren Roundell, he's sat on the sofa when she goes in there and he then leaves. And Leaning, he ran past her to his flat saying, I've just hit Hutty.
Yeah. So there's just that one admission.
Yeah.
From him that's sort of implicated him as part of this assault. What we do know is our victim goes in uninjured, he never comes out, and he's laying on the floor, and then he subsequently dies. And at that point, only these people have gone in and out of the flat. Actually determining who's done what in that flat is a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it?
That's the forensics.
Yeah.
All right. I've had a chat with the boss. I was pleased with how it was moving forward. We're waiting to build evidence against all the persons that we think are responsible. Part of that is the physical forensic work that's ongoing. If we go half-cocked with bringing them in and we don't have everything, we run the risk of not getting the charges, them being released, and then the risk to some of the people that have bravely come forward to provide evidence goes up substantially. This is the way we're doing it. This is the right way to do it. Morning, everyone.
6 days later, DCI Ben Robinson has gathered the team.
What's up? So, just a little update. Lauren Roundell is dead. I think she took her own life over the weekend, yeah. Yeah, so there we are. Apparently, it's connected to what's happened. I think that's what she said in some of the messages. She couldn't cope or something.
That, after what had happened with Jonathan and her trying to save him, that she felt she couldn't cope with what had happened.
It's incredibly sad because when I spoke to her, when she gave her evidence downstairs, she was starting to turn her life around. She was 2 weeks off the drugs and was working hard. But it's just really sad. It's like another victim for the job, really. I don't really know what to say this morning. It just feels a bit fucking... Yeah. Thank you. This job is just up and down, up and down. Just as we're winning, this happens. The second life wasted.
Next time,
You're under arrest for murder, okay?
after a coordinated day of arrests across 3 counties,
Are you taking a piss? I don't fuck over, no.
the suspects are brought in for questioning.
He's like fucking kidding his head in there.
That is bullshit.
Do you wish to account for why Jonathan Hutty's blood is on your trainer?